Today we are going to talk about jobs and work, so leave me a comment what your job is and on a scale of 1 to 10 how much you like it. I am a real estate agent in Missouri, so that kind of means I am kind of a stay-at-home job, if you will. Not really, but sort of kind of. I don't really go into an office very much. I'm just a remote agent. And I kind of wanted to get on here and share some secrets that a lot of people I don't think mention or tell you whenever you're signing up for like a stay-at-home job. Number one is it is not easy. It is by far probably harder than a job where you go into an office and do some work and then you get paid. I've had those type of jobs as well, but the reason that this one is harder is because you really have to be your own motivator. Money doesn't just get handed to you, and it's going to be money that won't be made for a while probably, especially if it's a type of sales or something like that. It's very hard to keep going whenever you're not seeing very many results, and especially positive results. You might see like negative results or just none at all. It might just be stagnant, which is where I was for a long time before I started really pumping it up. So that's number one. Is it's definitely not as easy, and you really have to be your own motivator to make it work even like at all. Number two is scheduling. Everybody says, hey, go do this and you can make your own hours and you can work from home and stay at home and all this stuff, which is in theory correct and true, except for whenever you get so busy that you now have to go and meet people, or you go and have to, you're going to be on the phone all the time or on the computer all the time at your own home, which especially like if you have kids or something like that, or you live with other people, it's going to be kind of like difficult to make sure that you're staying on top of all your work. Like if you have kids, they're going to constantly be needing you for something, right? Because it's like, oh, hey, they're just in the other room. Can we go and, bother them to do whatever? It's going to be a little bit hard, especially if you're in that kind of scenario. For me personally, I still live at home, and so it's really not that big of a deal because other than school, that's kind of really all the other things that school and work is kind of the only two things that I'm really like attached to, except for like working out in the morning, and I am involved in martial arts. So those are the really only two things that are really big though right now in my life, are work and school. So I kind of have the time freedom to make up my own kind of schedule, but eventually you'll probably get so busy where you won't be able to make up your own schedule, and it'll just be, I just have so much work I have to get done, which is, I've seen a lot of people get that way, and that's the easiest way to burn out, is just by taking on so many clients and doing so much work that it's really not, feasible for you to do. You're staying up super late, or we're just working all day whenever you've got the stay-at-home job to not have to work all day, right, at your, at another place. So you'll be working same hours probably, but from your own home, which kind of makes it a little bit hard in my opinion. If you made it here, I really appreciate it. That's just a couple of secrets that I've learned. And again, real estate agent isn't really like a stay-at-home job necessarily, but it is more so than going into an office and things like that. So if you've made it this far, please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.